Hey, this is the Hot Shot here with Hotrod, and I'm here with the owner, the one of the founders, the man who would make TIWF as big as it is right now. We're talking with Ravishing Randy. Randy, how you doing, man?
Doing great, Hotrod. Really doing good. Having a exciting time and ready to just keep going and getting bigger and bigger every time.
You know, TIWF has been around a long time, probably one of the longest running promotion with the same name for a lot of years. Am I right?
Yes, sir. I think at first I thought we started in 1992, but we had some old films where we actually might have started in 1991 here in Brownsville. So I don't know how I got that mixed up, but I'm getting old and I forget a lot of things. But yeah, we started back in 1991. Even going back further than that, the way that I got into it is my brother Jesse D was working for Killer over in Gibson. Mm-hmm. And we got together and he got with me. He said, man, I think we could do our own show here in Brownsville. So that's what we did. And our first show in Brownsville was for a benefit for a young girl that needed a kidney transplant, Megan Clark. And that was our first matches in Brownsville, Tennessee, and at the College Hill Theater, and we packed them out. And this is a funny story. My first match, I had a tag team, and my partner and I head-butted one of the other guys and actually started bleeding. And I run to the back and left my partner out there to get beat up. So that's the way I started. Yeah.
You had a lot of people. You had a lot of people to come through TIWF back in the day.
Yes.
And I know you got some fond memories of some of those guys. Who's some of the guys? Just kind of give me a list of some of the guys that you.
Well, if you want to go way back, there was Jesse D. Of course, that's my brother. We got started. Back then, he wasn't Jesse D. He was Jag Panzer. So
Jag Panzer. Okay.
Yeah, and Trey Keller was one of the ones that started this too. Okay. Of course, Trey he passed a few years ago, but he was one of the founding members too. Dirty Dog Cook was in it. Gosh, it's just so many that it's hard to stand. Crazy Stan.
Okay, Crazy Stan.
Man, of course, it's hard to remember all of them, but it's a bunch of them come through. I actually in Brownsville at one time did have Bill Dundee come in, and so we have had some Mr. Payne or something. We've had so many Hot Rod. It's just hard to. I remember more of Trenton than I do way back then. I was trying to wrestle and put the ring up and do everything. So it was something else. But we did that for a while. We run a monthly show in Brownsville for several years. And my brother decided that he wanted out. And so I started running with Wildside some. So I run some with him at New Breed. I believe that's what he was, New Breed.
Yeah.
Then him and I started running a show in Jackson, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And we ran there for about a year. And then we got the Timmy Hyde and Tank Turner got with me and said, y'all want to try Trenton, Tennessee? And I mean, I'm like, we didn't know what we was coming into in Trenton, but we tried there and started in 2008.
Yeah.
The first night, some of the ones there was the first night in Trenton was Wildside, Waco, PK Ripper, Danny B. Rude was one of the first ones that started with us there. And some of the guys that came, I can't remember all of them. Some of your friends were there too.
Yeah, we were there.
He was there. Yeah. I can't Chronic, and so I can't remember some of their names.
Oh,
but
man. I can remember some of those.
That's an old one there, isn't it, Tyrod?
Yes, Lord, you really went back. One of the things, though, I know, as I say, we went to Jackson. I think we almost went 2 years in Jackson. We did go a little while. I know the crowds did not go, but it was like we exploded from Jackson and Trenton. It was like, you had people the next week. It's a boom, and you had, we had a crew there that I think was really phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says.
That's right. Yeah,
big
I was really. The first night we didn't know what to expect, but I think we had well over 125, 150 on the first night there in Trenton. One of the little known facts a lot of people don't know is on that night, Danny B lost a match and had his head shaved on the first night we was there. So
that's right. I forgot about that. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, we've had a lot of people come through. I've kept records from way back, and I wish I had the books with me, but then Chico, we can't go on without mentioning Chico Mendoza.
Chico Mendoza.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, before we go that far, don't forget about the main event, Stephen Rampage.
Yeah.
He was one of our stalwarts.
Yeah, Stephen Rampage and Bad Brad. Chico Mendoza. Just so many. It's hard to put them all in. Maybe in the future, I'll get the books out and we'll go over all the people that have come through there.
And that'd be good. Another one that I'd like to talk about, and I've talked about it. And I've talked to Wildside already, and I've talked to a few people, and that's Devon Day.
Yes, Devon Day. He was our booker for a while, and man, those days we were really, really hot those days. Devon and I remember the bags when they put the bags over the people's head. Man, that really had them going. Motley Cruz too. Motley.
Right, he came through.
Yeah, he came through. So yeah.
We pretty much had everybody. I mean, we pretty much had everybody who was anybody in this area. They came through TIW. You had to cut your teeth in TIWF to be anywhere.
Yeah. And I give him his props. If it wasn't for Wildside, we wouldn't have done it, because when Wildside and I started to get together, there was a question where we want to call it TIWF or New Breed. And it was Wildside's idea to call it TIWF. And so we went from there, and from on up, we went lots of places. We did a lot of side shows too. But yeah,
and that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, if you had your most memorable, what was besides that first match where you left your partner, what are a couple of your real memorable moments that you have in the last how many years?
Well, one of the wrestling moments that I had was when I actually wrestled against Wildside.
Okay.
And I'm not a wrestler. Let's make sure everybody knows that I'm not a wrestler. But I wrestled Wildside one time, and it turned out to be a decent match. And Wildside even said, "Hey, you did great," But a lot of my good memories is when I was the manager.
Okay.
And again, going back to Wildside, I would have a spot that I was supposed to be in, and I wouldn't be where I was supposed to be. Wildside come over and screaming, "Here, come!" So just me missing a lot of spots like that. And just some accidents that I had that like the headbutt and falling out of the ring and busting my head and stuff like that. But one of my two in Trenton is the night that Missouri Bad Boys came in, and at the end of the match, we raised the doors, and the police came in and arrested them and took them out in the cars. That was a memorable night. So yeah, that was another one that was really I loved.
And I'm going to check that out because I'm talking to Mark Southern in a couple of weeks. I'll make sure I'm having that with you.
Right. Yeah. Of course, Mark and them's all Hall of Fame members. Of course, you're a Hall of Fame member, and Drew Magruder, Hall of Fame member. I mean, I'll go back through my stuff next time we do it again sometime, and I'll have more names than I do right now. But it's been a great run, and I wouldn't trade anything for it, because I tell you, I can have a bad week here at work or here, but I go down there on Saturday night, man, it's just like family, and you know your family for sure. Another couple of things is this is going back to you and to Chico is the benefit we did for you when I think you had a house fire or something. I can't remember what it was, but we did a benefit for you, and then the benefit for Chico when Mama Sita passed. You know, those are their memories. They're bad memories, but they're good memories.
Yeah, they are.
We raised a lot. We raised a lot of money. You know, so
you really did. I also talked to a person that I know you hadn't heard from a long time, Rick Diesel.
Wow. Yes.
The AIWF.
Yes.
I did a thing with him, and he's been keeping up what's going on with TIWF, and he's been really excited about what you guys are doing. And I've gotten there's so many people who know about TIWF all over the world. I mean, we have a few promotions that people know everywhere.
Right.
People know everywhere. It was like, yeah, I've heard about those guys in Trenton, you know. And I think that what makes that because of you, Randy, have been so accommodating to, you know, you allow people to come, and they don't mind working, and you've always kept you try to keep an atmosphere where everybody's together. That doesn't always work, but you try to keep an atmosphere.
That's right. We've had our bad times, you know, as well as good times.
Who doesn't?
And I mean, Rick Diesel, that reminds me of when we went to North Carolina.
Yeah, go ahead, tell the story.
Well, I tell you what, man, I'm not going to say that's when I finally realized what your real name was, but you're Hotrod to me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not mine, but Devon.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Milton. I knew Milton was.
Oh man, we got in trouble for filming in the super where with mall or somewhere. We were filming.
We were on the property. If we had been on the street, we'd been okay, but we were on the property.
Right. Yes, but that was a fun time, a long ride and a fun time too.
It was.
I've come to mind too now. Some of the other guys we can't forget. Lawman Williams, you know,
they cannot forget. No,
Big Boy Bob can't forget that. You know.
Now wait a minute. I need to. The question is, we're gonna ask. Who has the most TIWF championship reigns, Lawman or Chico?
I know. Is that going to be a question? You want me to tell who it is?
You can tell me because now you know why. When I was on with somebody else, everybody the question was who has the most reigns. So we want to know. Inquiry minds want to know.
It was Lawman for a long time, but right before Chico retired, he got one up on Lawman. So Chico Mendoza actually has more TIWF champions than anybody.
Okay.
But of course, he got more losses than anybody too.
And we had also strange thing. We had Devon as the AIWF world champion.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that
we also had another world champion for a week. Remember, Mama Sita beat Devon.
That's right. She sure did.
She's in the record book.
Oh man, that'd go. Yeah, I'd almost forgot about that, but yeah, she sure did. That's something else.
AIWF, let me say why we're talking about the AIWF is still going strong. Greg Anthony from Dyersburg.
Yes.
Had the title for over 7-8 months. He just lost it, I think, in Philadelphia somewhere. Anyway, he just lost not too long ago. And I had kind of gotten out of it, but I watched wrestling, various places, and I saw the SICW from Southern Illinois, and they are an affiliate of AIWF.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I thought, Greg, I'm just okay, and I talked to him. He's in Dyersburg, so the AIWF now they have 150 promotions. They even have one in Africa.
Really? Wow.
And, the guy came to their annual show they have in March. I just tell him, because you hadn't talked to him in a while, and he brought a shirt that said AIWF. Because Rick showed to him, and on the back of it said AIWF Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been doing a lot of things. But
speaking of that, we had the AIWF tag champs at one time, I believe, here in Trenton. Right. Kilo and T-Pain, wasn't it?
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We've been blessed.
We have.
And we've done it with not the super duper stars. You know what I mean? We've
Yeah,
never had super duper TV stars.
yeah. We've made our own stars too, you know. But here's TIWF, and I'm a little different than other folks. If a guy's green and never had a match, you got to give them a chance. You got to give them a chance. Because if you don't give guys coming up a chance, they're gonna never know if they're good. And to be honest, I've caught some criticism on that. Well, why did you let this guy work? Or why? Well, you got to give him a chance, right? I mean, let's look at Zay Washington. I mean, in Friendship one night, I said, Zay, you ready? And it was his first match, and look where he is now.
Right.
So I love to give him a chance, and it's hard for us to pay out the big dollars because we're paying that rent every week. But our guys, they work with us, man. I tell you, I praise our guys for working with us that way. So
you got a lot of praise from guys. Like I said, you got praise from Wild Side, you got praise from Coco Anderson, and these are people that I've already done podcasts with. And they all have nothing but praise. And I can't do anything hard praise on you because if it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I mean, you all made me, you brought in Drew Magruder, we brought in JC, we brought in guys, all these guys to be with me. And then with the guys that were easy to work with, Rampage was easy to work with. Chico was fantastic to work with. Even when we had Fusion together.
Yes. Oh, yeah. They were hot too. Yeah, they really were. Yes, they was. Even some guys from down in Osceola, they come to they're Rick the Stick. I remember him. He was a really tall, skinny guy. And but Frankie Tucker.
Tucker, yes. I got to touch on him.
Hey, we can't go.
Drama.
Yeah, there you go. We can't go very long without talking about our women too. Destiny, $1 Million Baby. Great women's division.
And those are our queens. I don't care what anybody says. Those are our queens because
that's right.
They stuck with everything else for a long time. And I know life has changed, so that's what I'm fine. But we cannot deny the stuff that they did.
Right.
Can't deny what they did at all. Can't deny anything going on. So let me ask a question. What do you see? And I know we're up in years, but okay, let's say at age 76, what do you see TIWF doing when you're 76?
Age 76.
What do you see?
I see it still being there, and I see some of the younger guys coming in and taking over. If something happens to me, I got son or two. I got Derek. I expect him to keep it going, and Zay too. There's reason that right now Zay is actually.
You beat him. You beat him.
Yeah,
you beat him as fast as so. No, you in charge, man.
Yeah. I want to still be there. I will not probably be there in the wrestling mood or in the ring, but what I love to do is start the show out.
Okay.
Go out there and make the announcements, do the national anthem, tell everybody what's going on. So if I'm still going at 76, I'm going to be there every Saturday night playing my music. I'm going to be coming out and doing the announcements and welcome everybody and tell them what's going on and get the show going and hype the crowd up. That's what I love to do. I like to hype the crowd up. And that it's 76. I hope that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Now I know, like this past week, you've had March Madness, and you've got other shows come up later on in the year. I know November Pain is a big show. What other shows do you kind of have later on in the year that you're looking at? Maybe not dates, but something might be.
The first Saturday in June will be our Caged Chaos.
Okay.
And then first January is Cage Resolution. So two cage matches a year. In last August and September, we got the Gibson County Fair.
Right.
That's when we started Gibson County Fair, they had us kind of over down in the bottom there, and we drew big crowds. And then just last year, they asked us to do 2 nights, a Thursday night and a Friday night.
Okay.
And we've already got the okay this year. They told us we want you to do Thursday night and Friday night because the guy running the fair says when y'all are there, we draw more people than they do the whole week of the Gibson County Fair.
There you go.
This year, something all new too. We got the O'Brien County Fair.
What?
We got that this year? Yes, sir. We got the O'Brien County Fair this year. So
you're slick. I'm not even gonna touch that one, Randy. I know that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's gonna be interesting.
Yes, it is. It sure is. But and we got a travel ring too. We plan on trying to do some traveling, around it wherever we needed to go. There's been talk about in Trenton about us trying to do a Friday night show once a month, just maybe forgive our young guys some extra work,
A Young Lion show. Yeah, that might be a good thing. Young Lion show.
Right.
Once a month.
Yep. I love it. Hot Rod, this family, I got my real family and the TIW family. And I love the TIWF family, and the fans are just fantastic, Biggest crowd we had there, a little over 500, so we even had the little brawlers, the midgets. We had them a few months ago. And, we packed it out then too. So and they talk about they may want to come back sometime. So
and then I think I had all women's time one time too, all women's show.
Yes, we had all women's show. Sure did. We had all women's show, and that's why I go back to Destiny. Destiny. There was a time when I didn't have a partner, and Destiny just stepped up and helped me out through a hard time. I appreciate her helping me out. Anthony Rogers has helped me out in a bad time, and I mean, we've had so many people in Trenton to help us out. But yeah, I love it. I love it. I don't when I've been, my DOT job. I'm 40 years at DOT, so I'm winding down on that. So I'm gonna spend more time on the wrestling, I guess. Maybe just spend more time there. So.
Well, that's what I thought. I was planning on just retiring, not doing anything, and I took time off, and I said, okay, I'm just gonna go to a show every now and then. Not a lot because I don't like to travel as much at night. And
yeah,
you get pulled in sometimes, but I'm just gonna enjoy myself. I enjoy myself with Drew Magruder Saturday. We had a blast, as we always do, and he's just a great guy, and looking forward to getting a chance to come out a little bit more.
Right.
It's kind of hard now, but
and I want to give a shout out to somebody I just come across my mind, John Seymour and his wife.
Yes.
John helped out when we was doing TV, E+6, and he helped out a lot on that. Him and his wife, and appreciate them. And I'm hoping to see him in the near future.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but it's been a great ride, and it's continued being a good ride, and always love it when you're there. And I hope you come on more.
I was here, and I was here. I was there Saturday night, and you saw me. So and so and I'm looking to come back. Always looking to be back because I do.
Great for you.
I do.
You and Drew together. That's
I do enjoy that.
Whole
who
team.
knows? Who knows? Might slip in there. I might slip JC on down here. Who knows?
Oh man, that would be great.
It would be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, let's go through some other guys who kind of been through, because I think we've had some unique individuals that have been there in TIWF. We've had.
Yeah, we sure have.
I remember when we were in Jackson, we had Albino Rhino.
Yep.
I remember I saw his name on the post. Something was going on. I said, I remember him. And I'm trying to think of other guys. Remember Spider? Oi!
Gosh, yeah, I remember him. Boy, he was something else.
He was.
Yeah. And Skeletor. Remember Skeletor?
Skeletor, yes.
Yeah, Jonathan Usselton. Yeah.
Yes. I remember him. Good guy.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's so many names that can go. Boy, let's not forget.
Yeah, Boyd. Yes, that's
Boyd.
right.
Cannot forget Boyd.
Black Label Society. You remember them?
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
And you said Black. Don't forget Black Widow.
Black Widow. Yeah. Sheila Venom. Yeah, Venom.
Venom and Black Widow. You got to get them in there. And
yeah. Matter of fact, in the near future, I'm thinking about putting them into the TIWF Hall of Fame. You know, in the near future.
Okay.
So
that work. I'm trying to think. Somebody's I had my mind here. Mentioned Black Label Society. I remember. This is one. Remember when we had the XOW invasion?
I was thinking about that too. Yes, sir. Boy, that was something else. You know, we come in one night and the XOW was all over everywhere in the building, and that was a great run there for a while, man. I'm telling you, that was a great.
My first wrestling loss.
yeah, that's right, man. It was something else, boy.
And
so many good news.
The funny thing is, but the funny thing is, you know, we were kind of playing the Tennessee guys, you know.
Yeah.
And Lawman's an Alabama fan.
Yeah, that's right.
And he hated listening to that music. I'm gonna talk to him one day about that as well.
Yeah, he sure did.
We say we had Big Boy Bob, we had Big Boy Leroy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else that we actually the other guys that of course Kilo. Cannot forget Kilo.
Yeah, Kilo.
Just cannot forget Kilo.
You know, also talking about Kilo, Autumn, you know, she's coming up in the business and done good. You know, Biscuits with us now. You know,
JBR. You cannot forget Biscuit Roberts.
So, we just had. I mean, you know, T-Pain. You know, he started out at Pain. Now he's T-Pain.
Yeah.
And of course, $1 Million Baby started out as
Twinkie.
Yeah, that's right. Twinkie, the referee. Yeah. Oh man!
I have a picture of her with a baseball bat looking like this, and then I see her now. I'm like, this is not real. I'm old.
I know. It's not real. Oh man, come great. And what makes me happy is the ones we talk about. They grew up at TIWF.
Right.
No matter where they go, their base is TIWF.
There you go. Also, can't forget PK Ripper.
Yeah.
Can't forget PK. He
PK Ripper. Yeah.
Helped out a great deal with all the stuff we had going on with them. And and the Whites. The White Dynasty.
Yeah. Jeremy White. JD Wolf. Remember JD? Yeah. So it's
because they were the UIWF tag team champions, weren't they? At one time.
At one time. Yeah.
Tag team champions, and that was our first. It really wasn't a pay-per-view, but it was our first worldwide taping. You know, it was before internet, everybody could have it, and you know, that actually is the biggest thing that people give credit for. We can't find the stuff anywhere, but it was a pretty good sized thing for us. It really is, and I think one of the things that we need to do, probably, Randy, that pay-per-view, one show taped up, man. Let everybody see it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you all got some great talent over there. You got some great quality matches, and even with like you say, younger guys. I know you all use UOG a lot. Richard Gravity, and you have guys like that who are doing a lot of stuff. So
just last week we had Memphis Wrestling and Mike Anthony came work for us last Saturday night. And and with Zay's contacts at Memphis Wrestling, some of those do come down and work with us, but so many. I'm gonna do some research, and the next time, if you have me on again next time, I'll have a list of folks from way back. And then we'll
Randy. The only reason I hadn't been able to get you first because you always doing some things. I want to make sure I got you at a good time. And plus, see, at the time, you were not officially the so I couldn't really do anything. So I had to wait till after because I had to tell Zay stuff. And I don't want to talk to Zay.
Yeah, I got you. But well, I mean, we got some some old guys there now. Dale Tucker's he's coming, and he works with us now and kind of helps with the younger folks and younger guys. So
and he has a son wrestling too, right?
Yeah, Brian Tucker.
Brian,
yes,
I met Brian.
Yeah, Brian is really an up and coming guy. I mean, he's matter of fact, he's our heritage champion right now, I believe.
Okay.
We got heritage, no limits. I can't keep up with all of them. All I know is, they tell me who the champion is, and when I do my video, I put it out there. So that's all I know.
We'll make sure you know what's going on. I'm trying to think who else I really can remember that's really super noteworthy, because we had so many that just been super noteworthy. My mind still runs to the Missouri Bad Boys, because they were like, that was like TIWF nemesis in the day. I mean, every month they come in and run roughshod. Tim Edwards. That's what I forgot.
Tim Edwards. Yeah. Tim Edwards. Yeah. Now he booked there for a while, and his time at booking, we were very successful.
Very successful. He's taking a little hiatus right now, and I think he wants to kind of get back into the business.
Yeah.
So I've talked to him a little bit. He's trying to do that too. So
I just wanted to cross my mind too. Sam Lowe. Remember Sam Lowe?
Yes. Great Sam Lowe.
Sam Lowe and Timmy Hyde. Timmy helped out a lot. So
Moondog Rex.
Yeah, Moondog Rex. Yeah, wow. We've had so many that really that's passed on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, the ones who've left us. And so. And also, we've had a couple of major stars last few years. I know a couple of years ago, you all had Moose.
Yeah, we had Moose. Sure did.
Moose.
We've had, of course, Brian Christopher worked with us several times.
And of course,
we had Rikishi.
Yes, you got Rikishi. That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You got potential WWE guy who's been there, Aaron Roberts.
Yeah, he's the WWE ID guy. Yeah, Aaron, he's matter of fact, they're training every now and then down in our building. So we let them come down there and train, because just part of the family. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget Rocker. You remember?
Oh yes, Chris Rocker, most definitely.
Yeah,
most definitely Chris Rocker.
No, I'm gonna go way back.
Christian. Wait a minute, GCW, AEW's. Blake Christian.
Right, Blake Christian. Yes.
Blake Christian.
He worked with us when he wasn't Blake Christian, you know what I'm saying? So he's even came back. And he's major star, really,
You might be able to get lucky, of course, and might get lucky and make call Paducah and call Trevor Mann.
Yeah. There
you go. Nice to have Trevor Mann here one time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
That would bring a crowd.
Well, it would bring a crowd, sure would. But Rikishi didn't wrestle for us that night, but he did autograph session, and we made our money back, that's for sure. So he was really nice.
Him and Brian were there that night, weren't they?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Brian were there that night.
I forgot this. James Storm's been at TIWF.
What?
Yes, he sure has been at TIWF.
The cowboy. Man, look.
Yes.
The name Road War.
All I can say, Hot Rod, is after the show's over there, that dude, he could drink beer. That's all I know. Oh, man. But, yeah, he even went out with us. City Limits is our sponsor. He went out to City Limits with us and just hang around with everybody and everything. And just like, Rock and Roll Express has been at TIWF.
I heard they were there. Ricky Roberts.
They were there. Yeah. Which that's great, but I like it's great to bring them in like that, but I like our guys. The fans around there come to see our home guys.
Absolutely. But it would be nice when a home guy can beat one of those guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Right.
Everybody comes in they give them a great match. I'm trying to remember if it was with you all or whoever. We had Tracy Smothers. I think we did Alamo show.
Yeah, that's right. It's right with the Alamo show. Yeah, Tracy Smothers.
Smothers one time for that as well.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Alamo, let's don't forget about Butcher Man Smith.
Bobby the Butcher Smith. Yes, most definitely. Mr. Alamo, I had to call him.
Yeah, you can't forget that.
Mr.
That
Alamo.
Yep. So
And yep.
Bobby the Butcher. That's I used to manage him up there at Gibson. Before we started in Trenton. Man, that's something else. Whoa, man.
As a matter of fact, honestly, I remember since you said that, I remember hearing of the guys that I know. Mm-hmm. He truly was the first one I heard of around the area because, like I say, you all were in Gibson before, you know stuff.
Right.
I remember his name. I remember Bobby Butcher Smith. I never knew what that person was, but it's just, I remember the name. Because back in the day, I kept up with everything on the internet. But we didn't have film. We always had names of what was going on.
Yeah. Let's don't forget Tim White.
Yes, most definitely.
Names are coming up to Tim White. Yeah.
Patriarch of the White Dynasty.
Yeah.
Cannot forget Tim.
Yeah.
See, it's always good to remember, Randy. It's good to remember.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because a lot of friends, man. The last few years, all these friends, 30-something years, a lot of friends coming in and out, like we said, some of them's not here, but we still remember them, to be honest with you, if Jesse D hadn't want to work for Killer, there would be no TIWF. So we got to mention Killer,
Right. Most definitely Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely Killer Giants. Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to think. Of course, you got Rude.
Yeah, Rude.
We cannot forget Rude. He's been in and out in there helping so much for so long until what you think about it. God, you look back and say, God, Rude, you've been here a while.
That's right. Yeah.
Been that long, but you've been here for a while.
It's hard to believe he started out with us at Trenton 2008 at the first matches there, and he's still with us. So
So we've had those people and everything.
Yeah.
So we got, like I said, one of the reasons I want to do this because a lot of people need to know. Okay, if I say, "What is Ravishing Randy?" If I ask you that question, who is Ravishing Randy?
Well, I don't really like talking about myself, but I'll see what. There's two of me, Hot Rod. I think there's two of me.
Okay.
There was the one that was a manager, and a wrestler. That would do whatever it took to win. Use a chain, use a chair, cheat, whatever, But then there's the one now that loves the fans. Get a little emotional here, but when I go out on Saturday morning or Saturday night and I go out there and they play my music and I come out there, all the people will shake my hand. The little kids are hugging me. I get in there and I make the announcements and everything. And to hear them chanting my name is just, it's amazing. I didn't realize that the fans cared that much about TIWF and about me as a person. It's amazing, and that's what I want to be remembered of is one of the favorite of the fans, because when something happens to me, they're on my side 100%, and that's what I love. If all I ever do for the rest of my days, like you said, till I'm 76, if I just go out there and mingle with the fans, open the show, and help out with the show, and then I'll be happy. But that's like I say, that's two of us. The one that would cheat, and now there's one that would just love the fans, and just I don't know what else. That's it. I just love it.
Well, now, like you say, we just got through with March Madness. So what I'm going to do is, Randy, you're going to have 2 minutes to talk about TIWF or just promote TIWF.
Well, wow. TIWF, I'm just going to say it like it is. I just feel like that we are the best around. We are the longest running. I believe around from anywhere. I try to keep it family friendly. I kind of keep it affordable because now we were charging $5 for years. Now we're $6. And I'm
inflation.
I'm not gonna go 10. I'm not gonna go 15. I'm not gonna go 20. I'm gonna keep it under 10 to make it affordable for everybody. Because you know what, you can't go to a movie for no less than $10 or $15. And I'm gonna keep the concession. I want to brag on our concession about TIWF and about our concession workers, about the girl at the door. I failed to mention John Decker, who's there all the time. If I need something, I'll call John and it's done. I just don't, I mean, I love TIWF. I don't know how any other way to explain it. Like I said before, I can have a bad week and show up on Saturday night and I'm ready to go, happy. The kids, I mean, that's what really gets my heart is the kids. I got some kids that they would, if I cannot go by them without getting a hug, they hug me. Randy, can I do this? Can we get in the ring? Yes, let's get in the ring. But basically, I love TIWF. I'm ready to keep going. And when something happens to me, Hot Rod, I told them they've got instructions to keep on going and don't stop. And I want it to keep on going for the kids coming up. And hey, my grandkids love it. I don't know if they'll ever be in it, but they love it. And my son's here, Derek. I hope he will help whoever take over TIWF and keep it running as long as it can. But Trenton is my home. TIWF is home. And I'm ready to be there forever.
So every Saturday night, 405 West 1st Street, Trenton, Tennessee, bell time, 7:30, right?
7:30. Well, 7:30-ish. Let's put it that way.
Okay, we say 7:30. We say 7:30. Yeah, you see what's scrolling under the bottom. Make sure we had that on there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And tell somebody, we want you to tell somebody every Saturday night, if you want to have a good time, go out to TIWF. If you're in the Trenton area, Trenton, Humboldt, Milan, Gibson, Atwood, Bolivar, Jackson. I'm stretching all the way out Brownsville. If you want a good Saturday night show, come to TIWF.
That's right. And hey, I love TIWF. I push TIWF, but more than anything, there's a lot of wrestling going on. Let's support the independent wrestling. No matter where it's at. Support independent wrestling. You will see your future stars there. And they will guarantee you they will put on 100% show and you'll see anywhere.
And on that note, we're going to let you go. Randy, please, I want you definitely to come back soon because I want to start finding out what specifically is going on, intricacies. I want the fans to know everything that's going on to get them to come and see you on Saturday nights. I want people from all over the country to know, you know what? Down here in Trenton, Tennessee, all y'all folk in California, y'all need to take a trip. Okay, when you come to Memphis to visit, go over to Trenton on Saturday night. Or if you're going to Nashville before you go through, head on over to Trenton. You never know. You might have a good time. If you're coming from New Orleans, man, all you Creoles, come on up there. You're heading up north, stop in Trenton. You know, you never know who you may find.
Hey, you can check us on YouTube too. We got a YouTube channel and see all kind of matches there too.
Okay, man, I can really look at that. So, all right then. Well, anyway, for Ravishing Randy, this is Hot Rod saying again, support independent wrestling, and we'll be back with another issue of the Hot Shot next week. Thank you.